Hello, I am here with lovely model Davina, and we're about to start off with the braid pattern for the lace closure sewing. First, the tools you may need is your rat tail comb, a couple duck pins, and your cankalon braiding hair. Are you ready, Davina? Alright, so we're just going to check the model's hair and make sure that it's nice and clean, no grease buildup. Make sure the model doesn't have any conditioner, anything in her hair. Nice and ready to go. So the braid pattern, Davina, what side would you like your part on? The left or the right? Alright. So the client wants her part on the left side. So we will give her a clean part before we start braiding. So we will make sure we line the part up with the lace closure. We add just a little bit of cankalon hair just to make sure that the foundation is nice and tight. Now, we will start the braid pattern. Okay, so now that we finished braiding and we got a great solid foundation, we're going to tack the loose ends up, leaving the back nice and flat. So here we're just kind of sewing up the ends so that she won't have any lumps and bumps throughout her sewing. Alright, so now we're finished with sewing the back of her loose ends into the braid pattern. And now we're about to sew on her neck for protecting her cornrows when we do her lace closure sewing. So now we're going to install our closure. Here we have an 18-inch loose wavy Brazilian closure by Maven, and just to reassure that you must bleach the knots. That will give a more natural look when you're installing your closures. We measure the closure up to the part. We parted out earlier when we started her foundation for her braids. Not too close to where the closure starts from the hairline. We will give it some excess hair. And now we begin to sew the closure on. You can ask the client to hold one side of the closure. Davina, can you hold this side of the closure for me? As tight as you can. Yep. As I lift the other side of the closure and begin to stitch around her hairline. When I get to the back of the closure, I stop, tie it, and cut the thread. So I do not proceed to stitch in the back until I secure the other side. Now this is the most important part, because a lot of the clients say, oh, my closure slides back. So to reassure that your client has a nice, secure closure, I always stitch at least a ½ inch behind the hairline of the closure. So we just line it up, feel for that first cornrow. Once you feel for the first cornrow, then you begin to stitch. You do the same procedure as you did on your left side to your right.